Hello everybody, Jose Rodriguez here. It is May 25th, Thursday evening. I had my appointment this morning and it went well, and I came home with a beautiful little hand brace. As you can see, let me model it for you. I was seen by a Navy resident. I go to Walter Reed Army Medical Center, which is in Bethesda, Maryland now. They moved from Washington, D.C., the main campus, back in 2012. In fact, that's when I actually just decided to retire from work. And this is going to be on for 2 weeks. If I show any improvement, I will take it off every night before I go to bed, but I will wear it during the day. And if there is any improvement, that'll be awesome. If not, then I will have to resort to corticosteroid shots. That's not going to be a fun thing to do. And then thirdly, if that is a failure, then surgery will be the only option. So I am sitting here just enjoying my butterscotch beer. This is not real beer. This is butterscotch beer. Quite delicious. In a previous video, I may have mentioned that I was going to show you some Australia landscapes, and I found some of these, and they are actually quite beautiful. I hope I can use my left hand a little bit. Have a look at those scenes. They're just majestic. Gosh, makes me want to go there and just have someone take me around to the best places. This is actually quite beautiful, and the Pro One just did a great job on it. The images are medium resolution, so they're not too bad. They actually upres quite nicely in a little tiny amount of output sharpening. Took care of it, as the images were already sharpened quite nicely. Beautiful coastline. I love curvy coastlines. I don't like straight type seascapes. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of more. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I found at fault with this series, and just drives me nuts. It takes so little effort to correct it. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunset. I mean, this is ready for a movie scene. I think this was custom ordered by someone. The opposite type, that is a overdone orange red type sunset. This is more of a natural look. You can see the rays of sunlight just coming through the clouds. Gorgeous. A gorgeous sailboat, beautifully captured. Even though the sky is bare, it's still gorgeous. It is still gorgeous. Just the graduated range of tonalities from the top to the bottom horizon are just tremendous. And again, no banding whatsoever, even though these are all 8-bit images. This one, I believe, was named Empty Vat. Well, not only is it empty, but it's totally unusable. This is out in the center of the country, maybe. And again, Australia topography is just so different than anything here in the U.S. that is just, to me, highly exotic. Anywhere you go, you could probably point the camera and get beautiful, beautiful shots. And again, every blade of that dried up grass is depicted beautifully. Looks like a farm type environment. I see some fencing here dividing the different fields. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, I assume this is a kangaroo, but it could be a wallaby. I really don't know my Australian marsupials, so you experts out there can educate me. The picture said it was a kangaroo. So, and again, another sunset here in majestically beautiful sky, just as nice as can be. This is clearly Australian to me. Gorgeous. Again, notice the beautiful graduated sky. Again, no hint of any kind of banding anywhere. And that is what the Pro One and hopefully the Pro 1000 will be able to produced for us. A high shot of an ocean scene, gorgeous high cliff-like shoreline. It looks like literally just rock formations protruding out of the ocean water. Gosh, that's amazing. And the sky, wow. Anyway, again, just gorgeous. There were a lot more than these, but I just decided to do a few. Now, here's the problem that I saw with probably 90% of these shots. Every one of them had a crooked horizon line. Now, what do you think if you tilt the world a certain way? Say the world was flat. If you tilted that ocean scene, wouldn't the water run off? So it's very unnatural to see a non-horizontal horizon line, especially when you're dealing with ocean shots. In QImage, all it takes is one tool. You click and you drag whether the horizon is crooked, and in this case, some of them were crooked by 5 degrees or more. So all you have to do is click and click. Locate a line across that crooked horizon, wait a few seconds, and it straightens out and pre-crops your image. Again, it took me, 5 seconds for each image to get it straightened out. This was beautiful, but it was crooked. This was beautiful, but it was also crooked. All of the water should have ran off. We could have seen the bottom of the ocean. Yep. Same thing here. Make sure your camera is level when you're taking shots of the ocean. Landscapes is not that critical because you don't have any kind of reference point. The earth is going to stay still, but water will run off that imaginary slope that you create when you hold a camera crooked. So if you're using a tripod, please use the levels. If you're using a DSLR by hand, make sure you load some of the features that some of the screens have where they give you grid marks, and then you can use that as an aid for you to align the horizon line with those marks, and you should get a fairly evenly straight horizontal layout, and the water will not be running off the scene. This wasn't too bad, and of course there's no horizon line here. This one here, again, it also suffered from the same problem, and I had to apply that. So imagine what they would look like. I should have shown you what they look like without that little bit of adjustment. Same thing here. This was actually quite crooked, and I assume that this is a relatively flat area, and again, it should not have been tilted. Same thing here. They all had the problem. Not one of them was correctly aligned. And again, that's what makes or breaks a beautiful landscape. I don't care how gorgeous of an area you go anywhere in the world. If you don't do your composition correctly, then it really makes no difference. You're not really giving me, the viewer, or anyone else who's viewing this, the best rendition of that particular scene, which I may never ever get a chance to go see in person. So keep that in mind. All right, in the next video, in fact, I went ahead and made me a little list, which now I don't even know where I put it. A couple of more subjects that I'm going to be discussing. But anyway, we'll be back in the next video to do so. I have a big surprise as well, but I'm not sure whether I can divulge it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and make the video and then wait for the okay before I actually publish it. Thank you once again, everyone. My hand feels a lot better relaxed in this position. My thumb is not moving around so much and causing the clicking problem and the huge pain that causes. Again, so like I said, I have certain avenues that I can follow. They'll take care of me, no problem. Anywhere I need to go, it will be fixed. They promise me. So thank you once again. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And until the next time, as always, we'll be back with some great other photographs to show and great ideas and little hints to pass on to everyone. Happy printing, everybody. Bye-bye.